Welcome back. Amid the upheaval in Syria are stories of families that have endured decades of rule by the Assad regime. My next guest knows that all too well. Young Voices contributor Kareem Rifai is up late with me tonight here on the Final Five for the first time. Kareem, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you have you were born and raised in Detroit, but you have family in Syria.
Yes, both of my parents were born and raised in Aleppo, and I still have family left in northern Syria.
So I'm sure through the years, I mean, you've heard just stories of absolute horror that Bashar al-Assad and his father have been responsible for.
Absolutely. My own grandparents' home was blown up by a regime tank early on in the war while my grandparents were still inside. Wow. And they survived, thankfully, but throughout the course of the war, all of my grandparents had passed away, and we were unable to visit their graves until now.
That's unreal. And as we see this, we saw the news over the weekend break. I'm curious what the first reaction was when you spoke with your family, when you just heard this news that the Assad regime was toppled.
Well, first it was complete joy and disbelief. 14 years of war ending in a week was unbelievable. And the second reaction was, when can we go back? And I think that that's the reaction of Syrians all over the world. I mean, right when Aleppo was taken back by the rebels, the lines of traffic from Turkey of refugees going back to their homes were miles and miles long. And so it's truly been a roller coaster of emotions: joy, disbelief, wanting to return home. And now with some of the regime's crimes being uncovered, the images of prisoners in Sednaya prison, specifically in Damascus, there's been horror. So it's been a ride for the past 3 days.
You're a grad student at Georgetown, and we've talked so much about other world events in the last year or so, and protests on campuses, obviously talking about what's happening right now in Gaza. But when you look at this long-running war in Syria, I mean, do you feel like the people around you in your orbit know the true atrocity, or is this still a story that's yet to fully be told?
Syrians ourselves don't know the full range of atrocities. All we know is that over 500,000 people have been killed and hundreds of thousands have disappeared, and we simply do not know where they are. So we're the ones also lacking information that we're desperately trying to find among the regime's files that have been left over after they fled. And you're right, Syria has not been getting the attention that it deserves for the past couple of years. There's been this idea that the conflict has been frozen, that there's no more hostilities. But as we've seen in this past week, the war was far from over. And for the past 5 years, the Assad regime and Russia and their Iranian allies have been battering the Syrian people, and it's finally ended. We talked with some global affairs experts over the last couple of days about all this, and one of the reasons I want to have you on is because of that personal connection. But when you hear people, and it does not seem to be a prevailing opinion here in Washington, but when you hear people make excuses for Bashar al-Assad, and maybe we don't know the full story about what happened there, what's your reaction? I mean, it's deeply upsetting. The evidence is there. The Arab Spring was one of the first democratic uprisings that was recorded with a cell phone. So the imagery is there. The videos of regime crimes are there. The Caesar photographs that showed torture in Syrian prisons have been there for years. The scope of atrocities are so clear, and there are Syrians alive to tell those stories in Syrian graves that showed the sheer brutality of the regime, one of the most brutal regimes of the 21st century, to the point where the UN had to stop counting deaths because so many people were dying at once.
I think, again, a lot of people don't know the full story, and it's not something that's been on our radar. So for somebody who's followed this with such personal interest over the last several years or so, what do you want our viewers to know? What is there something that you think that people can do out there if they feel compelled to help, or is this a matter of immersing themselves in the stories and have a better understanding about what your family and so many other families have been through?
My recommendation would not to set aside Syria. It's not over.
Just because the hostilities have ended doesn't mean that the Syrian people are truly free. Syrians want a plural democracy where all Syrians are respected equally under the law. Syrians need humanitarian aid desperately. Syrians need the international community to be pushing for a democratic transition, pushing for rights for minorities, rights for women. And so just because the Assad regime has fallen doesn't mean that the world can stop thinking about Syria, especially if we're thinking about the refugees across the world, if we truly want them to be able to return home.
Kareem Rifai, thank you so much for sharing the story tonight. It's an important one to share, and I'm glad you did it with us. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
And the Final Five is back after this.